fight head on. 3 players spotted yellow. It's the one from main which takes him down. West side, Sociable very quick to trade it out. Hitting the 30-second mark, the spike still not on the ground as BBL are continuing to fight into these players and falling. West side with 3 now. Low HP on Cloud.
Planted.
His hands are busy, but the spike is on the ground, and with Sociable playing through his own smoke, he is on site.
Yeah, he has a paranoia to work with as well, and both players slightly disconnected, so a chance to dice up an engagement.
This turret, which is watching the entirety of the left-hand side, Sociable still creeping around, now starting to think about the possibility of a flank. As time ticks on, his chances start to slip away. Needs to isolate a duel. Does have the smoke back up, so there is the opportunity for him to just stick this to half. That is the wing condition. Still going, but the fight needs to be taken. GX go in, only gets 1. Needs to find Cloud. He's gonna get it, but oh, time's so close. Is there enough? Oh yes, there is. Okay, Sociable. It's in the region, but never really lived up to expectations. This a force fight, a very quick push. One which is shut down instantaneously. Yampy's dart lights up.
Being able to be cleared, you can see Giants have an idea about it. Yampy played from there before. The next 2 kills for Giants are well caught. BBL have to respect it, and definitely with that lockdown going down, but Magnum's still trying to get cheeky, still trying to find one back in the conversation.
Yeah, and because Yampy tried to force that Hunter's Fury as the execution was coming in, there was no counter. BBL forced to respect and play the true 3v4 a man down.
Partnered up and through screens, Profek and Magnum go. It's Flickless that stops it though and leaves Profek all on his lonesome, waiting for Yampy to come through, but he's already down on towards Fridge. Through onto the B side where Profek awaits them. It's Magnum instead from Kitchen. And he's going to be under fire next. Able to stand the test. Ara goes, advantage BBL into the post plan.
BBL don't want to get dragged into these scrappy fights. Every player for themselves. Now they've highlighted West side. They want to try and isolate him, but he does get out.
Yeah, he's been caught on transition though, so they know about that information and instead maybe looks to reinvestigate that as the rest of BBL descend upon the site. And well, all the players are kind of split up. Yeah, the Thrash is used, but it's denied. And now BBL need to try and get these engagements because time is getting low and GIANTX are winning them. Scott back to a 2 versus 2. Sociable gets 1 back in the conversation, but time is the most important factor. Finally on the spike, and now we see the players use the utility, get the players off the spike, get another round for Giants.
Straight through the toxic screen he goes. Yampy still hanging around, but not caught blind. Ooh. Not caught at all. Nothing getting past him. The spike will slip between the lines as the pit goes up, but BBL bring an advantage into this retake.
BBL were worried about this being a fake, so they're late to rotate in, and that's allowed so much time for GIANTX to set up. This lockdown, though, will probably stop this setup.
It is a fragment which drops over the top. Not sure if it's going to break the ult. It doesn't. I think GX had an air of safety there. They just going to get anybody detained in the end, but they fight back in through the pit which they left vacant. Do have Levin just sat outside of A, giving the info, and there is no trade. Magnum able to pick that one up on Grabino. Westside will start to fill the negative space, but look at the comfort that BBL have towards B.
It gets even worse.
Sociable finding 2 quick kills. Well, Westside has already made it past the turret. He has alerted Magnum to his position. First couple shots not going to land, and they know about Flickless.
30 seconds
This has been such a well-executed round from BBL. Just walking out into the open, that's when Ara drops in, so doesn't catch the timing. Sociable still going. 2 from him. Feels like overachieving in that position.
Yeah, Ara behind enemy lines though. How does BBL deal with that while the spike's going down?
Spike planted.
11 on the line by the looks of it. Little bit awkward for Profek. He's starting to pair up and clear this space. Yampy the same. He's late from Boiler. Did you see the barrel? I don't think so, but they still have an idea of the area where Ara could be roaming. All of this is eating into the time bank. A big chunk of it already lost.
Yeah, remember there's still so much utility as well to come through. Ara will get that kill, but let's look at what's on the site.
It's only just gone down to a 3v2 now, and GX have bought a lot of time. If this nano doesn't get broken, it bounces really awkwardly. Fragment coming out as well, then GX could be in a winning position, and Flickless has already found 3. There is no half. In fact, there is no round.
Yeah, facing us head on, and they've got the burst.
Jumpy in, flashes back, BBL in the feed. Rubino able to stabilize the core of Flickless, so it does end 3-on-3. But once again, when you take a step back through that wider lens and look at the radar, moving very quickly into BBL territory. Snowman, it's a double flash, a well-coordinated piece. Profek falling, and Sociable required of in the clutch.
I won't even be able to react to the first duel.
Playing around the pit, looking if anyone's going to cross on B while the A fight comes in. Magnum the one to win it, him supporting, Levin still going, and with Sociable supporting him, that might just be the advantage on the half. That's unless Ara has anything more to say about it, but time plays against him, as do the positions. BBL closing the net, and that will be it. They'll stay in front. To gain an advantage, just change up their own game, focus on themselves. Yampy has been caught, and he's left to his own devices in Garage. Ara finding one in the meantime, opening things up. GX full clear of long at the concession of a plant.
With that spike going down though, you look at the players trying to come back in, and well, BBL play on the front foot.
Rubino's got a slight element of surprise here. He's up close and personal. Sniffed out in the end, but Levin has a 1 versus 3 to play into. Gribby, one of those players, just locking it down as the rest of GX stride on over with a bit of swagger about them now. 66 HP, quickly cut as his head falls off, pushing to improve theirs. GX trying to undo the last year or so, and it started well in this game. Flickless with the opening pick. Pressure put onto B long is unrelenting, and Yumpy is caught sleeping at the wheel. Absolutely no idea. 2 back, BBL, but still Rubino is hanging around.
Cover going out.
Sociable expects presence. Could it really be all 3? Definitely not. Overlooked. Sociable in another situation where he has to do it all. Is he pathing to? Still just roaming around kitchen, seeing if any GX players are going to bite on it. The smoke is put into a bit of trepidation, but Sociable is unperturbed. He fights back through.
All the way in towards site nest. Grabino's going investigating.
Profek's found his first. Grabino has to be careful here. There are so many angles to consider, and it's Profek who goes overlooked. That spike is now in transit. It's going to be a while before it can get planted, and with a little bit more denial from GX and the wall going up, there are problems for BBL.
Yeah, time is getting so low. BBL ready to assault into the site, but there's players lying in wait. Even though they lost the first on the site take, they won't lose anymore.
Right before BBL can even get on site.
Up Levin's blades. Usually he's good for at least one. He isn't this time. Magnum now through mid gets 1 back. And while this Hunter's Fury rings off, there's only really 1 tag. Magnum fought out. The second look isn't. Sociable get what looked like some relief for BBL. It will not be. Sociable needs to clutch up once again.
Feels a little far out of his ballpark. Speaking of, he's heading down the road with the ult. Wants to pick up the spike, bring it over to A. There is time to set this one up. GX should be aware of it, and as you can already see, starting to get their legs moving themselves. Full util belt.
Yeah, it's another 1 versus 3, which he has to work with. And you look at how the 2 sets of players, they're completely disconnected. Ara has an op as well. Sociable up against the first, won't get it. Into GIANTX's Dominion by trying to use the lockdown, and the player's aggressive. Magnum's actually the first who gets the kill. And well, Ara, as BBL look elsewhere, will get his. Now it's up to the 2 players of Sociable and Yampy, the daring duet. And well, Sociable being aggressive.
Okay, Cloud's still hanging around, he's been removed. Ult coming back through 2-on-2. Ara hitting the scene in just the right amount of time. What do BBL make? What's the play?
Oh, they're not looking! Oh, what? Yampy manages to just escape into jail, and it'll feel like that with the lockdown going off. He manages to hold on! But hold on, he cannot get any further!
And it.
Ara has been put on notice with the health that he's on. Well, Magnum's already found Cloud, trying to work his way on towards Snowman. That's going to be a tough one to lose. Spike down, we move into post, and trying to retake with an operator is never nice.
Rubino still has the ult, as I said, but now he's on the flank.
Yeah, it's an oh no, BBL are falling apart. Not like this! Not like this! GIANTX, out of nowhere, will win the first map, which again was BBL's pick. But we'll see exactly how it works out on B main, and Legend starts out with a great couple kills. Gravino though, 2 quick ones back.
He certainly didn't need to wait for long. Perfect in a tenuous position here, able to win the fight against Westside, and it's so important that he does. Alleviates pressure towards the sand side, and Magnum does the rest. And that's what BBL needs here. Gravino backdoor. Robert Dracos on the desk, but oh, what is this? It's right behind them. Gone straight for the Nexus.
It's the fact that there's also going to be upgrades for the players to work with. I mean,
even more difficult, so Magnum has to turn to Tree.
There's not a lot of initiation utility to get back in either, and Sociable at least gets Ara.
Marshall has its first. Bit of a distraction created by Magnum, but it doesn't last long. Spike not yet worked on. Time running out. GX may not have had the pistol, but the second round is theirs. It is a pace safeguard Thrifty to retaliate.
To go for the peak instead, waits for the race to come through to him, and it's a disaster on the second engagement. Now BBL forced out Levin not. Michael in hand, he's doing well. He's even got another one for his trouble. As BBL are holding on fast, but dedicated a lot of ultimates to this round. And Cloud again continuing to put this into a position that is possibly winnable.
1v2, but Levin will get a quad. He has players around him when they play to his tune, and unfortunately this time it is the reverse, and GX picking up speed on the way through to the A site. Craziness right now as Ara gets a showstopper of his own online, finds a kill, and now it's a 1v2 the opposite way. Sociable with the op, back into the A site. Spike should be going down at a moment's notice.
All the way through to the back site, and Ara doesn't even know about it, this Cloud. As he holds on. Yeah, the angle, good enough for him.
Smoke, those matters only made worse. You can look at the health pool of BBL, and it's crippled. Ara taking advantage of the situation, and what do you do now? It's a save for BBL more likely than not. See if they can maybe strip away some of the guns on.
Interesting. As players though from Giant starting to explore elsewhere on the map, and as they do, BBL capitalise. That Spike is down, and that's forced the two stragglers that were away from the push to have to move quicker. As BBL put the forces on here, holding on. It's just Levin who will get the last kill.
On board with him here, piloting the push round the back. Be lucky to get 2. Sociable needs to get away with something, and he does. Snatches Cloud.
And look at all the information right now towards this A side. Unfortunately, the wall dissipates.
And Westside drops in B main. Right off the back of a round which BBL win by the skin of their teeth. Things look a lot more convincing in the next. Ara and Flickless, the 2 boys from UCAM still alive.
Teleport's ready.
Sociable playing on the front line. That first shot not hitting either. The following ones. Ara put on notice, and BBL.
GIANTX. TP across, Prophet's already here. Ara's cottoned onto it though. Comms for the rest of the team, perhaps it's Levin leading the line instead. 2 back, Yumpy still alive, playing from Bend. Dropped, Sociable arriving, but needing a little bit more. Just a headhunter bullet on either player would knock them off of their perch, but the spike goes in instead, and GX have a man advantage despite the weak health pool.
Magnum's still so late to try and support Sociable here.
It's not going to catch any player either. Horn dropping over the back. Great timing to take the peak on the chin.
D-mound. The only question mark is really this A space. As Cloud moves up, he gets caught.
So BBL will extend their advantage. It becomes a 4 versus 2 when the dust settles. Prophet dropping off on C just a little bit. He feels like the player in the crosshairs right now. Only Westside to duel him, but wins it. Emerging from the smoke victorious. Gravino still has a lot of ground to cover if he wants to join up with his teammate and play as a pair.
Oh no, he's facing into 2.
He's working off the information instead, and may even be looking towards the A side of the map. Ill-advised. Into rubble early.
There's a lot of information for both sides. It's Hannah's shorty and his rifle that will get the value. Caught through the annihilation. Is there still fights ensuing on the site? Oh, close to it. Magnum able to get the kill that he was promised. Now there's more to be and try and get...
Oh, the Sociable's already here. He's all the way through. This is the chance!
Majority through B main, and Sociable gives away that first blood.
It's those sheriffs, man. Buy a sheriff on the pistol, just equals stocks every single time, and arrows are starting to skyrocket as Flickless, he slightly overdoes it there in defense of his own site. There is support starting to now flood through main behind the Viper wall as the spike is yet to go in.
BBL look for a ways of escape from that B site as they try to go through the Hobbit door. Instead though, they stick around and there's a player to re-clear.
Well, I mean, the barrier mesh has dropped towards Waterfall. It should be up for most of this post-plant. You've got both sensors towards A side. That's where West side has just been posted up, bookmarking the space. The other player is Grabino. He's still embedded in main, and with that kill, it turns the numbers even further in GX's favour.
Yeah, 2 players to the good. All you need to do is trade things down, although BBL...
2v2.
That's going to be easier. I mean, the other player all on his own is West side, and Prophet gets 2 on his own, putting an advantage towards BBL.
But BBL don't look to scale just yet.
Oh, hello. I don't know about that. Oh, yeah. It's Sociable that's got the 2 kills.
Well, it was bound to happen, wasn't it? On 5 HP, he's going to get another one. That's a triple kill for Sociable, but the round isn't done just yet. He's paved BBL's golden road. Not quite to Paris, but the A site.
Yeah, Paris is well far away for BBL at this moment in time. Sure, they might be the gatekeeper in terms of Champions points, but that could easily change with a loss in this matchup as Flickless and Westside separated, come in at different angles.
Toxin screen down.
Flickless, and oh, there he was again. The young 29-year-old rookie from Turkey. Evan does trade it out though, and jokes aside, Westside now into 2v1, which feels rigged against him. Multiple angles to contend. Levin can gain info. There is no half stick. There is no round.
Lane stance if I need to.
Look, I'm just a fly on the wall, as we are to this GX push. A split through B main and C. Out on sand, and look, it's just Yampy left. Given a chance, you know, shots in the dark. BBL will not be winning this round. Dino here as well, he's the only player in CT.
This is going to be a big fight, but the players don't go for it. More distracted by the side push, and Ada has got 3 for his trouble.
Such an open plant.
It's whether they can get onto it though as Levin managed to get 1, and Prophet now known about, forced out of silent drop.
Needed to be considered here. From the broken door he strikes. Levin sent hacking. As the rest of BBL will be very shortly.
Spike finally on the ace side, and Yampy gets caught off guard by Flickless. So it's a 2 versus 5, which BBL have to try and win. They've already got off to a great start.
They're boxed into the site again, and with that kill not coming through from Prophet, there is nowhere to fight. They are against the wall.
Yeah, this is something BBL have always been good at, and it's just Magnum. He's already found the first in a 1 versus 4, but has to try and fight through a snake bite, and he'll just dissolve these rotates, and you need to be aware of Sociable, who's through B main. Spike denied.
Oh, and it's a fake of the net from Cloud, gets one more. Magnum at the double though, 2v3. Same 2 players that converted the pistol from before, or 3v3, sorry, but where's Sociable? Still 1 HP, Westside's got him dead to rights, and he is now.
Yeah, but it's a 2 versus 2 on site, and both players need to wait for Westside to get into position, because they're retaking with an op.
What? Oh, Ara's done so much damage already with the first canister of the shorty. Satcheling out, he wants the next. He'll find it onto Magnum. Prophet last left. Just to dodge the ult, the TP is a reserved one. As is the plant. What? Cowered round the corner. Prophet's managed to claim one more. 3 points of health, but less than 3 seconds. The defuse has been stuck by Ara. The balls of steel will seal. Behind the wall is an issue. There needs to be trades on site if BBL are to win this. Or maybe they just need Leven's judge. The net again finds huge value from Magnum, and it's Leven to end it all.
Bridge.
Indeed.
Now, I mean, there was a player known about through Hobbit. It wasn't Grabinho. It was Cloud, who was in that position before. Sociable's done so well to scale BBL up through here, on towards the A site and get that spike down. And with GIANTX being in the position, the buy that they're in, the question is, do you save?
Comes in, it's a flash, and Magnum's ult searching elsewhere will claim Flickless, but the kill's in the feed of blue. GX with the first couple. It will go 4v3 once the ult is said and done, but there's still a player towards A. That's Westside, has the trap, and the spike is down. It's not yet moving.
It's whether they can find Westside here in 3. That's going to be the big kill in this round.
With the Bucky too. Up close and personal, trying to force OT, but it may not come down to his hands. It might be Sociable. Leven by his side in the 2v2, both raises up and kicking in the server, but it's Leven with the lay of the law right now. Ara's got to win the 1v2. He has his first. And while health will not be an advantage for him, the shots have been sharp.
Both players have been so good. They've been hitting head after head. And it's finally these two to decide whether we go to overtime or whether we go to that third map.
Leven the bright spark at the start of the year, and Ara now looking to take his place on the throne. Leven flicks to the eruption on the BBL side of the stage. We are going to corrode after all. This face goes for free to the attack side, but BBL want to try and fight it with some of those flashes. Yumpy is in mid in the meantime. Neither team really fighting too heavily for that right now, as it is smoked off.
I think it's most interesting for me that it's Magnum that's ended up on the info. Westside gets rid of Prophet though, and that's going to be a big loss, as well as Magnum basically opening up that A side of the map. GIANTX think better of it. Probably going to head towards B.
See a lot of the value from Cloud's utility, the Prowler, the Haunt, to open up this space as Yumpy. Let's catch him first, and we'll walk away with two. Two more needed for Sociable. He's already found the first. One deep. Westside on the other side, and he's finished off towards elbow, and Leven has shouldered some of the weight to set up Sociable, who gets the double dink but no second kill.
Yeah, but the stinger from Magnum up close and personal. Hasn't even able to get the kill either. So it's up to the two Bulldogs of Prophet and Yampy.
Spike planted.
Retaking from mid here, not the easiest of tasks. No player spawn side, Prophet a little bit eager. Yumpy can't join up with him. Has the wingman, of course, but that's almost out of the question. Cloud catching him. Untouched by both sides so far, other than Cloud just keeping watch as fights take place in middle. Leven wins them, 2 in fact, to make a 2-on-2, as GX still have no real progress on the map, but the fights are falling quite favorably for them.
And there's not a lot of utility in GX's pockets either.
Again, first player in, and the spacing is off. Sociable not quite behind him, finding the first! The transfer to the second!
There's not a lot of utility in the rounds previous, and as they try and come through, the initiators aren't able to hold it, or, well, Yampy and Prophet aren't, sorry. That spike will go down with upgrades to be had.
Spike planted.
Ara was in the ult, but has a gun now as well, so it doesn't matter. They can play this as a truer post plant, but the amount of space that GIANTX have is huge towards the spawn side. Gonna have Ara up in the tower if needed. The Nightfall to just... okay, what? You should be converting this, GX. Talk about open nets. It's a goal line clearance from BBL. This has somehow turned into a 3v1 against Grubby, and he's lost it! On map 2. Needs to shine bright here. Yumpy in the corner, not yet cleared. Phantom gets to work, and with 3 picked up, the bank balance broken of GX. That next purchase, no better than the last. BBL standing 5 players strong, and soon to be 6 rounds.
Yeah, if there was any sort of doubt about BBL's position, their form, or when whatever GX were able to throw at them. Yeah, go for the weak arm of the push belt. There is no arm of the push there, which is something to notice. Sociable looks to just win out everything sent his way. BBL in front and in charge. Or so you would think. Denying.
Last player standing.
I was going to say denying any chance onto
As what you're looking for.
Oh, Levin entry in, and BBL, they are really looking to deal with this. Deal with it so easily as well. I mean, Cloud's able to somewhat stabilise the team, but overall, I mean, still advantage towards the defence.
Be in the close corner as well. The placement of the smoke is a bit of a ruse. You can't afford a lazy clear here. We saw what happened before.
Yeah, I'm sure BBL will be careful, but the trigger discipline's unbelievable. Yampi doesn't know, and neither does Sociable, as Grubby is setting GIANTX up for the perfect position, and there it is. We were all waiting on it, and finally sends it home. A 1 versus 2 that Magnum needs to try and get through, but he can't even get out of the smoke early doors. The trade is there, and well,
it's what they're gearing up towards. It's moments like this when you're needing to respond.
Nightfall has already netted Yampi his first entry, and well, Levin as well, as they look to knock them down. It looks as easy as possible once again for BBL. Well, interestingly enough, we're going to get a defensive ulti coming through, and Levin actually capitalises off the back of it, gets himself a kill on B main, and now GX look towards mid.
Levin just a little bit hesitant, placing down the anchor of the run it back before he's sent to it again. GX moving towards Link, but the crossfire is set up, and it is unneeded. Prophet finds 2 quick kills, so sharp, now fully warmed up. Time low, chances lower. It's a 9-3 half as BBL settled the score. Fire off. BBL yet to clear him. He's only gonna get 1. That second layer was Cloud in support. Levin still with a flash, ready to fight back through. It's that combination with the Dizzy. GX forced to respect it. They drop back and they fall. Yampi and Levin getting their kills. Spike to go down, no wingman. Yampi's hands are busy, but the 3-on-2 is there.
That Dizzy will come back up late for the retake, so that'll be a real nice ace up the sleeve when GX enter the site.
Just shoulder peeking it there as well, gauging where this retake comes in from. Cloud already spotted in Link. Yet to be located, and that is the shot that does it. Levin dropped out of main. Next kill, Rubino's making it a 1-on-1. Sociable once more, forced to don the purple cape. The Omen in play, but Cloud is the silver lining.
Because BBL really can deal with these traps. It looks even better when Cloud gets the Sociable pickup.
The Omen smoke committed to the left-hand side there, but Cloud just does fully disrespect it, and with the utility reinforcing. 3 players in close proximity of mid for GX, the first spotted, the contact taken, and the piece played.
This is a nice, aggressive play through mid. BBL caught off guard. Magnum once again. Well, it's another 1 versus 5 with a minute left on the clock.
Denied by Flickless. Sociable's closed the gap, but there is support for GX.
That there is. Sociable, though, hasn't been considered, and that's a double entry. Still those traps, or at least the cam, is there up and ready, as Westside is available, but the rest of the team are starting to fall to the wayside as they attempt to retake. It's just all up to Westside now.
My eyes are
already his position considered. Sociable. It's a messy one. Neural Theft invested. He's gonna find out. Both players have repositioned towards main, trying to play together. Yampi has the ult if required. He will seldom wait to invest it. Profek converting the advantage that Ara gets from winning his duel on Magnum.
Yeah, GX have totally encircled this site though, and BBL have no way in. They need to fight.
To the fights they go. It's only Sociable there on the register. Signed off the death warrant as Levin does pick one up onto Cloud. 3v2, but Spike out in the choke. Not in a sight line. Levin clears, quick to snap to the second angle. Westside is in rotation.
Yeah, spikes on the ground though and time is getting low. That's going to be the big factor in this round. And, well, the fact that Westside is so far away, I mean, this could be a big fight on Grubby.
And he has a one-shot kill on both of these players. He's within striking distance, right up in their face. He'll find both.
Well, GX have had through mid. As we now start to look at this, it feels very easy to read, but GIANTX have fallen bait to the ultimate.
No, they haven't. It's a one-player fake towards A with 2 ults, but Westside has a cage in sight, already spotting the edge of the TP and finding 2 clean kills. The words are lost for me. Westside shouting across the stage. And the round's not even done. Have to go ahead and take that space. It's going to be helped by Levin though.
Screamer of a shot, and it now looks as if it's going to be towards B, but instead, no, the pivot to A is Yampi. Catches out Cloud, Westside gets Levin, and a question mark now goes on. Can Grubby hold on? Can he be able to keep this from going towards BBL's hands? He's been revealed, but he's still not been capitalised upon as everyone descends on his position. A 1 versus 3 now for Westside.
Teed up through this mid position, no cages to at least find a half. But no BBL players in a position to initially challenge him. He has 1v1s here if he plays his cards right.
Inquiring through the site, seeing what he can find. His investigation has found one, but it's the fade ulti doesn't work out. The players now in the corner can't quite get out. They'll need to brawl their way through, and they do so successfully. Ara's up, train towards main, and Magnum maybe trying to take a step too far. Let's look towards Sociable and where he is. He's in no man's land, so Yampi needs to try and get this one over the line. Oh, Sociable will be very late to the party, and his steps are being heard. The players need to get onto the spike, and they do. Cloud needs to make sure that Sociable doesn't get by him, and that's what he's doing. Dropping onto the site, the spike's being defused. Sociable has no way in, and BBL. The only thing is, though, GIANTX need to make certain that this is going to go over the line as the players look to bust through, catch GX off guard. BBL, although are not getting what they're looking for. Levin's ulti will run out just in time, and GIANTX hold on to the site.
Grubby's still not cleared from this corner either. It's huge from him. 4 versus 2 situation, but BBL fight back. It's only Yampi now.
He's only got a stinger. That's all he's got.
And it's not going to be enough. 13 to 11. The birthday present has been signed, sealed, and delivered by Cloud and his GX side.